to fall. me up and watch me choke. He could build me with feathers and break me with smoke. Holds me till I can't breathe, and his eyes tell me things his mouth can't achieve. Me, I feel 1,000 different ways. Still, I'd rather act than articulate. I've got cracks on my back and my shoulder and my wing. You see, I'm an angel, but I do bad things. And when you want me, well, I'll be gone. So talk to me another time. See, I don't need your recklessness, because I got mine. Oh, won't you look for me on a different day? I wanna be the one that got away. I wanna be the one that got away. But there's always hope to keep us going. I still see a white picket fence and green grass growing. Maybe I was drawing in my head. You know, you're the reason that I left. Know when you want me, well, I'll be gone. So talk to me another time. See, I don't need your recklessness, because I got mine. Oh, won't you look for me on a different day? I wanna be the one that got away. I wanna be the one that got away. Just let me go. You won't need what you don't know. Just set me free. It's your love that's killing me. So talk to me another time. See, I don't need your recklessness, because I've got mine.
a strong baritone echoes through the church. You thought this would help you, but it just made things worse. Hot dog and a Pepsi, $4 in change. You chew through it so swiftly that you don't taste a thing. And what is warm can be again. You're just like a fire blown out by the wind. And what is warm can be again. You're a whole book of matches, only one has been spent. So baby, wipe the still sad look off your face before your dreams start boarding that train. I know your pride has a miserable taste, but you best get to swallowing. We talk about justice, we talk about pain, and then we buy greeting cards, and we don't know what to say. And time is a soldier, just marches on. We've got to look toward the future, because the past is all gone. And what is warm can be again. You're just like a fire blown out by the wind. And what is warm can be again. You're a whole book of matches, only one has been spent. So baby, wipe the still sad look off your face before your dreams start boarding that train. I know your pride has a miserable taste, but you best get to swallowing. You gotta wrestle with your best self. Not just to manifest in someone else. We might find a heaven in this dark hell. We might find a heaven in this dark hell, yeah. And what is warm can be again. You're just like a fire blown out by the wind. And what is warm can be again. You're a whole book of matches, only one has been spent. So baby, wipe the still sad look off your face before your dreams start boarding that train. I know your pride has a miserable taste, but you best get to swallowing. There goes the devil telling me to lie again. Puts his arm around me, says it's alright to pretend that you can get more than you give. And he wears a raincoat that celebrities have autographed, 'cause they're working for him on his secret special staff. He gets a couple more sent to him every week. And dear God, I hate to say I'm sorry, but I just wanted you to love me. even though I still love money. And dear God, I hate to turn the tables, but I just hate waiting tables. In my mid-20s, I need more money. And there goes the devil creeping in my life's design. Say, where does it get you? Being such a damn nice guy. I've been trying to reach you ever since you bought that suit and tie. You look nice. Dear God, I hate to say I'm sorry, but I just wanted you to love me, even though I still love money. And dear God, I hate to turn the table, but I just hate waiting tables. In my mid-20s, I need more money. I started out helping others. We started out sisters, brothers. All of my time was taken, all of my taxes paid in. I am not my brother's keeper, staring at the old grim reaper, waving down his blade at me, telling me I won't succeed. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Dear God, I hate to say I'm sorry, but I just wanted you to love me, even though I still love my money. And dear God, I hate to turn the table, but I read up on all of your fables. I'm in my mid-20s. I need more money.
Sometimes when I meet other hikers, sometimes we talk and they are sharing their stories with me, and I realize that many, maybe even most of the people who are walking these long distance trails, that they had traumas and they were hurt pretty bad. And I think that people are doing this. People are walking these long distances to prove themselves that they are not worthless. Because I think that those people, when they talk about their traumas, they usually lost people they cared of, or they even lost themselves. And I think that these endurance things, just like running or this, that it makes people feel that they can still do big things, and they can still achieve something really big. So yeah, it's like really many, maybe most of those hikers are hurt so much. And it's weird because usually when you feel sad and when you are down or when you are even depressed, being alone makes it worse. It always makes it much worse, so you shouldn't be alone. But for some reason, this being alone in the wilderness for a lot of time, it doesn't make it worse, it makes it better. And that's very interesting. Maybe it's some sort of healing that, and actually I think that I just found out that the difference between loneliness and the solitude. Because being alone like this here, it makes you feel great and not sad. Sometimes sad, but not that often. Usually on a hike you cry because you have enough, you are tired, you are exhausted, you are thirsty, you are hungry, or you are hurt physically, or you cry because you are very happy, and that happens to me sometimes here. So maybe it's connected to gratitude, that we are grateful. We should be grateful for these things, for this. Look at this. We should be grateful for this. Isn't it amazing? And even when you are alone, I think actually when you are alone, it's more beautiful. It's better. And for some reason, when you are alone, you don't feel those, those depressed states and sadness and anything like that. It's really interesting. But yeah, I think that most hikers are hurt. That they had traumas. And this is how they deal with it. I do. old good memories. Last time I was in Mallorca, I slept here. What a beautiful camping spot. It's such a nice view. It's right after Esteyenst, like a few kilometers after, so if you are here somewhere, I definitely recommend to sleep here. Really awesome place.
fall. Flying with the clouds. Crystals dancing in the sun. The colors are falling in my eyes. Time don't exist anymore. Only pictures of light and pictures of darkness. Free like never before. Like a river in the rain. Oh, Father of the four winds, take away my attentions. I did not betray you. I did not forsake you. The universe on a string, drifting in all directions. Free until the key finds the door. Free like never before. Children of light, gardens of life, gold on the inside. Children of light, gardens of life, diamonds in the miles. Children of light, gardens of life, gold on the inside. Children of light, gardens of life, diamonds in the mind.
We walked that season of gold. I'd walk it again with you. Clouded moments, hazy pictures in my mind. I've seen this moment before. Can I go there again with you? Reminisce of where time stands still. And I might need to reimagine. And I might need hard to We walked that season of gold. I'd walk it again with you. Clouded moments, hazy pictures in my mind. And as the season turns cold, I do it all again with you. Distant memories, or just a dream.
Way over up there, somehow. I have no idea how. But you can't go back. There is no signal here, you can't fall. You just have to push through. And now it leads over there. There. Fuck. This is definitely not easy. And I wouldn't recommend it to go here with a backpack because you just won't fit. It's really difficult. And I have no idea what's there. I have still over 4 kilometers left. Whatever you can do. Can't go back. Oh. Fuck. This is fucked up. Oh, I'm got now. Look at this shit. Did I just squeeze there? Fuck. This is awesome. Now it seems that it's not that difficult anymore. There are just these boulders everywhere. So you are just jumping from a boulder to a boulder. But at least there is no more climbing. Ooh. It is absolutely beautiful here. And I'm not even in the half.
because of you. When the frost wind speaks down to the mountains, screams loudly, you can hear the cries. The baby without rain eyes, darkness embraceful, whose name are agony. Winter is coming, the end, the shore is glowing.
veces tranquilo, a veces rugiendo va, rugiendo va. Cuando el enojo aumenta, el árbol se cortará, se cortará. El río fluye, nunca solo está, no solo está. El río fluye, nunca solo está. Un corazón destruido no deja de palpitar, de palpitar. Mi amor es franco y fiel, no tiene fronteras y no maldad. Mi amor es franco y fiel, no tiene fronteras y no maldad. El río fluye, nunca solo está, no solo está. El río fluye, nunca solo está, no solo está. Mi amor es franco y fiel, no tiene fronteras y no maldad. Mi amor es franco y fiel, no tiene fronteras y no maldad. El río fluye, nunca solo está, no solo está. El río fluye, nunca solo está, no solo está.
Finished the journey around Mallorca's coast, Mallorca's west coast. I'm here for the second time. I was here actually 1.5 years ago in March to hike the famous GR 221 trail, which everybody's hiking and everybody should hike because it's very, very beautiful trail. But I just wanted to do something different this time because the GR 221 is very well known and very crowded at some places. So there are so many people there, and I like more to be alone, and also I more like these coasts and beaches. And the original GR 221 is going through mountains, so that was a very different experience. and I wanted my favorite coastal hike, so I made my new own hike. This is not any official trail. I just looked at the touristic maps and tried to find teeny tiny paths around the coast, around the whole west coast. So I was basically walking from St. Elm on the south of Mallorca to Port de Poyensa, but by very, very narrow and local paths where most people are just not walking, and it was well worth it. I loved this trail a lot. They were so beautiful and so magnificent views that from my perspective it was way better than GR221, which was more mountain hike, and you could just go to a place like this at the end or at the beginning in St. Elm. So yeah, it was my own trail, and I'm very glad that I hiked it, because originally I wanted to hike the east coast, which I will do eventually, but at the last moment I changed my plans and went by the west coast, which is completely different than the east coast. It's actually very easy to get to Mallorca because it's its favorite destination, touristic destination, and many people are coming here, which is on one side good because the flights are very frequent and reasonably priced. It's not as cheap as it was last year when I came basically for 15 euros. Now it's like 100, but still it's easy to get there and relatively reasonably priced. And if you avoid the touristic places and areas, it can be the same remote and as any other remote hike, you know, like Corfu, for example, which I hiked a few months ago, and it was completely lonely and completely remote hike, a part of typical, you know, like here GR221 or Tour de Mont Blanc or any other one. And because it's very touristic island, it's very, very easy here to transport between any places you want. You can visit anything here very easily, because the public transport, especially buses, they are very, very frequent. They are going basically every 10-15 minutes. From any place you look around, there is some bus stop, you know, like 1 kilometer the farthest. And I really like how it is made here, that you don't need to buy any tickets, you don't need to book anything, you don't have to even talk to the driver, you know, you can basically decide in the bus where you want to go, because it works in a way that by the driver there's a tablet, and you just put your phone or your card there, and when you are leaving the bus you tap out at the similar, you know, tablet. It's by all those doors, so the system recognizes you, that where you entered and where you left, and you do this all day where you want, from bus to bus, and they just charge you once per day at the end of the day the sum of the distance you traveled. So I really like this one and used it a lot when I wanted to go to the town, you know, to get some food and go back to trail, or here on Formentor. So it's, or you want, you know, for example, to go to Lidl to make bigger shopping, it's super easy just to hop on a bus and get back when you make shoppings. But also what's very tricky is that you can't forget to tap out with your phone or your card when you are leaving the bus, because otherwise they will charge you for the whole road of the bus. And that actually happened to me yesterday when I was basically going from Port de Poyensa to Poyensa, which is like 5 minutes only. But I was talking with one guy, and when I was leaving, I forgot to tap out, and obviously they charged me the road through the whole island at the end to Palma, which was very expensive. So you have to think about it when you are leaving the bus, really, to tap out, because nobody will remind you. They will just charge you. When you are deciding about the time when to come to Mallorca, last year I was here in March, and in the higher places it was even snowing and hailing and foggy, but also very nice weather. So it was fine. But this time I'm here in September, and oh my gosh, it's so hot here. Most of the days I had 30-31 degrees, and because the trail or those paths which I took were sometimes very, very steep, it was way worse because of the sun. So I'm not sure if I would recommend to come here till the end of September or after April, because it's just so hot. Of course the weather is nice, it's sunny and beautiful here, but it's very, very hot. And in the night, when it's over 20 degrees, 22, 23 degrees, it's super uncomfortable. You are melting. You can't be in the sleeping bag. On the other hand, you want to be in the sleeping bag because in lower areas there are mosquitoes. And one night there were so many mosquitoes that they didn't care about the repellent. They were just biting and biting the whole night, and I didn't sleep even 1 hour. I just couldn't sleep the whole night. I was just praying for the morning and waiting for the morning so they will leave. So yeah, it has advantages and disadvantages. On the other hand, one local guy told me that 1 week before I came there was a few days of rain, and they call the week after the longer rain, they call it the happy week, which means that the sky is nice and blue and clear, you know, the air is clear and everything is nice, so they call it happy week. So I had a happy week here, but on the other hand, it was way too hot. And because you don't see on the map, I was going blindly, I didn't know how it will look like. And it was much more difficult than I expected, because on the map you just see, you know, the path, you just see dashed line, so you know that there is a path. So I was going there because it was marked in the map, but I didn't know, or I didn't imagine how big elevation there will be. There was, every day there was 1,200 meters of elevation and that's a lot. So sometimes you are just going up with a heavy backpack for hours to steep uphill and then downhill. That was more difficult than I expected from this perspective. On the other hand, it was much more beautiful than I expected, because it was just, those views were just simply amazing, much better. There are no pictures from these paths, you know, so I didn't know where I'm going. And also I was twice I got surprised that, for example, there was a big gate, big fence, 2.5 meters, and I wasn't on a private place, I was in a public spot, but it was just closed, and I had to go over 2.5 meter big fence, which wasn't very pleasant experience. I damaged my backpack and lost something there, but yeah, and so it was quite difficult. I would say it was more difficult than GR221, but it was much more rewarding, and yeah, more challenging, but more rewarding and more beautiful from my point of view. and because it's going on those local paths, you know, outside of the trails, you don't meet many people, which was very nice, and for that reason you can enjoy it much more, you know, because there is nobody nowhere. Also, there is, in some areas there is no signal because of that, so you shouldn't get lost or you shouldn't get hurt, because nobody will find you there, or they would find you after several days. But they were like, for example, between Deja and Port de Sawyer, there is the path which I took by the coast was absolutely gorgeous. I highly recommend anyone who is coming to Mallorca, even not to hike it, to hike everything what I did, but to pick some places. I definitely recommend the part between Deja and Port de Sawyer, because that one was absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, because of that, it's not marked anywhere as a trail. You definitely need a map in your phone and offline maps, because other than that you will, without that you will definitely get lost. I went through wrong places few times, that I missed the turn, but nothing happened, nothing horrible happened. It was just some detour. But really, I needed the map all the time, several times per day. Basically every 10 minutes I was checking on the map if I'm still somewhere on the path, on the place where I want to be, and that I'm not somewhere where I don't want to be. So I recommend mappy.cz, which is awesome touristic app. They have very detailed touristic maps of every country, and here there was literally every single local path here marked in the map, so it was very useful. I don't understand why Google doesn't have anything like that. No touristic maps on Google, you can't see anything, they are just roads, so you can't go by that. But by touristic apps, it's definitely possible here, and you can choose your own paths here, because they are many, and many are forgotten, which is even better. And with that also, it's not a problem here to find a camping spot. And camping, I mean, like, I didn't have a tent. I just took a bivouac bag, and I was using it instead of sleeping bag, because it was just too hot for a sleeping bag. But I was still melting in a bivouac bag. But it's very easy to find a sleeping spot here. There are places everywhere. And also on that trail which I took, there were two refugios. One was above Port de Sawyer, by the lighthouse, which was very nice. And another refugio is in Poyensa, where I think they are ruled by the government, so it's all connected. They will even recommend you the another one. They share the database of the users, so when you sleep at one, you come to other one, and they just have all your data. So, and because of that, it's affordable. It's like 15 euros per night, and you get a bed, you know, and the showers, and you can recharge your stuff. So that was very nice to have on the place. I used it twice, but still they are very nice places to sleep. I highly recommend especially Puig de Maria, which is a very small monastery above Poyensa at the end of the hike, at the end of the trail. You have to climb it a bit. It's like 300 meters of ascending, but it's a very beautiful place there, and there is absolutely gorgeous camping spot where, not camping, I think you can't set up a tent there, it's not big enough, but it's enough for a sleeping bag. And from that place, when it gets dark, you see the whole Poyensa below you with all those teeny tiny lights, and it's very, very romantic. But that's not everything. Much better is the morning. On this spot, just remember Puig de Puig de Maria, the little monastery. It's the best sunset I have ever experienced. I was here in Mallorca and I discovered it randomly. And I shared it on the internet and people started to come here. And people came there for a sunset, Czech people, because of my blog post. But I wanted to say that I came here for the second time basically just because I knew how beautiful sunrise is there, because the sun is going up in a way that it's, you know, behind the horizon and the Poyensa below, and it's going right up to your sleeping bag. But that was actually the night when I couldn't sleep because of so many mosquitoes. There were thousands of mosquitoes. I have, you know, bites everywhere. That was horrible experience, but the place is really, really nice. And I think that this year, somebody told me that this year the mosquito season is 1 month longer than usually, that usually they are not active so long, but now in October they still are, even when in other years they are not. So during the spring and summer and late summer they are mosquitoes. So maybe if you want to try that camping spot, that beautiful camping spot by the monastery, maybe, I don't know, take a tent and set up it somewhere, I don't know how, or come later in the year or earlier in the year. That March should be fine, but it's very, very nice place which I can recommend. Also, I can recommend Formentor, which is where I am now. It's the north of the island, the northern part of the island. It's very, very touristic, but if you come in the morning, there is nobody here. Tourists are waking up late, so if you come at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m., there is nobody here. And it's a very beautiful place. And I wanted to explore the whole area of Formentor. But because the last night I just couldn't sleep at all. I just didn't sleep at all. I decided to go to sleep to the Refugio in Poyensa to have one proper night of sleep. So I didn't go the whole way. And at the end of Formentor there is a lighthouse also with absolutely gorgeous view. And you can see even Mallorca from there, my lovely Mallorca, and I also want to come back. But this is a very nice area to explore. There is a beach, Playa de Formentor. Very, very nice beach, sandy beach with clean water. But again, you have to be there early. I think I came after 9 and I was basically alone, but just, I don't know, half an hour after me, people started to come, and around 12 it was full of people. There were hundreds of people. So come early or maybe late to avoid those masses of tourists. But I'm planning that eastern coastal hike here on Mallorca, so I will come one more time and I want to explore this area because it's just beautiful, you know, here. And there is one more tip which I want to recommend and also don't recommend at the same time, and that's where I have to find the name. It's a canyon. It's a canyon Torrent de Paris. It's a very special place, like nowhere else or on Mallorca or anywhere around. It's a very, very interesting place. It's a canyon which is 200 meters deep, and the path is going through the canyon, and the path is like 10 to 50 meters wide only, and around you they are just rocks, 200 meters big rocks. So you are walking like a little teeny tiny ant down there through that canyon. And I'm saying that I recommend it and don't recommend it at the same time because it's very, very difficult to go through it. I read some articles about it. I didn't go there blindly, and people were saying that they are rocks and some climbing spots, and that it's not for children or for dogs or whatever. So I just went there, but actually it was a mistake. I wouldn't do that mistake again, and I wouldn't go there again because it was very, very dangerous. Some of those, you can imagine that it's like that canyon, you know, the 200 meters deep canyon, and there is a path down there, those 10 to 50 meters wide path, but it feels like that somebody threw randomly many rocks and boulders and stuff there, you know, from the top. So some rocks are just that big, some rocks are, you know, that big, but they are also rocks which are 5 or 10 or 20 meters big, and you can't climb, like you have to climb those, but it's very, very difficult. And I think either I'm a loser and I don't know how to climb, or just some new rocks, big rocks had to fall there, because sometimes I was so desperate I didn't know what to do. There was a wall of rocks in front of me, 5 meters tall, and I knew I had to climb it, but I didn't know how. I was just walking around and didn't know how. So I ended up throwing my backpack up there, like 2 meters at least higher, and tried to climb it somewhere, and hoping that I will be able to get back and backtrack for my backpack. And I think that like four parts of that canyon were very difficult. The canyon is not that long. It's like, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 kilometers. Hello. Yeah, so it's a 2 to 3 kilometers, and from those 2 to 3 kilometers, there are maybe 200 of meters which are hard, and which needs climbing. But it was slippery. First of all, it was slippery. I slipped many times. I injured myself. I have bruises and scratches everywhere. Also, the backpack, when you have, you know, 15 kilos on your back, how you can climb? It's basically, look here, you can basically say that it's like that you have to climb this stuff somehow there. And sometimes there were even rocks, you know, through the whole the path, and you had to go around. So it was very dangerous. On one place I met a group of climbers. I asked if they have a gear, and they said they have a gear, and that you should be prepared and experienced to go through the canyon. You know, you can go actually from the beach 1-2 kilometers, and there is not much climbing, and you can go back. That's a nice trip. But if you want to go through that, there were places when you are squeezing, you know, through little hole between rocks, and you have to squeeze there. Or they were places when they are like rocks like this, and this distance is like, I don't know, 50 centimeters, and you had to, you know, crawl up there. On one place I was completely desperate, and I was super lucky, because on the whole time I was just going through that canyon, I met only one group of people, and those were those experienced people, climbers. And they told me, literally, they were guiding me, put your left hand there and your leg there, but not that like, you will kill yourself, you idiot, you have to put the right leg, not the left leg. And they were basically telling me where I should put my hands and what I should do and where I should jump to get over the place, because I didn't know, I just didn't know. And with the backpack it was really difficult and dangerous. And once I slipped really, really badly, and like little rock going from the wall saved me. If it wouldn't be there, I would fall. Yeah, it was dangerous, and I wouldn't go there again without the gear or without experienced climbers or someone who just, you know, knows how to climb stuff. So I don't recommend you. I don't recommend you, really. I can't not recommend you enough to not go there with a backpack alone. because it's very risky. And I wanted to go like twice or 3 times. I wanted to go back, but you can't go back because it's easier to go up, you know. And sometimes when it's several meters big rock, and I could see only the only way down just to slide somehow, you can't go back, so you just have to push forward. Yeah, the video got disconnected and connected again, the camera. Okay, so yeah, it in the map it shows that it should take you 3 hours, though it's 2, 3, 4 kilometers. It took me 6, and I came out completely exhausted. The whole elevation is over 900 meters. And when I climbed it, when I was at the end, completely dead, I saw a helicopter flying there and soon flying back. So I guess somebody slipped there and fell, and I hope they are okay. But yeah, that was a dangerous place. And I don't recommend you, if you are going to follow my trail this time, avoid that place because it's dangerous. Or if you are a climber, maybe you will enjoy it. I'm sure that it would be very enjoyable there, going with the gear and with experienced people, that I would enjoy definitely, but not alone, not on slippery rocks, not with the heavy backpack. No, that was a mistake. One of few mistakes I made in my hiking career, and definitely the biggest one. On Mallorca, they are sheep and goats everywhere. Sometimes they are afraid, so they don't close to you. Sometimes they come close, and they are very cute. They are even donkeys and mules. When the horse and a donkey breeds, I think there is a mule, and those were super cute. And once I slept in a higher area, it was basically mountain area, and a sheep came to me in the midnight, you know, in the middle of the night. A sheep came and started to bay into my ears. That was very interesting experience. I think she got lost or something, but yeah, sheep are everywhere here too. The whole trail was, I didn't count it yet, but I think it was nearly 200 kilometers what I walked. I definitely suggest to take as light gear as possible, especially good shoes, because most of the paths, or big part of the paths, are rocky. You are just walking on rocks like this, you know, and you need very good shoes, and not just good shoes, but shoes you are used to. I'm very big advocate of running shoes for hiking, because they are very breathable, they are comfortable. I've never had any even single blister in those, and I hiked in, this is the second pair I have. One lasts like 1,000 kilometers, so that's not that much, but they are super comfortable. Some people are recommending boots, you know, heavier boots. I don't know about those. People say they are happy with them, but they don't breathe. And when you are walking, here I was walking 10 hours per day, basically from sunrise to sunset. And for that, I just want breathable shoes, light shoes, because 1 kilo on your feet is 3 kilos on your back, and you just want to be light. I didn't take even a tent because the forecast was good. But I think that during later months or early, like February or March, I would take a tent, because it could be rainy. But now during summer, spring, late summer, it's very nice, and you don't need a tent. What's another very convenient thing here is that everyone speaks English, so it's very easy to communicate with everyone. Everyone speaks English. Even older people, like in some places where I was in Spain or Canary Islands or Portugal, some older people didn't speak English. Here, everyone I spoke to was speaking English. So and people are friendly, everyone gives you advices. Sometimes I was hitchhiking, so people took me for 1 kilometer on the road, so I didn't have to go on dangerous road by the cliff. So very easy, and the same with food. The whole Mallorca is full of restaurants and bars, and they have awesome vegan options everywhere here, where it's very easy even for vegans to eat here, and I'm enjoying here. I'm eat here for last 2-3 days. I have just chill days when I'm just chilling on the beach and enjoying views, and I'm exploring here the meals, you know, because they are vegan, very good vegan restaurants where they cook really good food, and it's very nice experience to try many of those. Even bars, you know, and pizzerias. It's food and meal here, local food and meal here is very good experience and very big part of the journey here. And I recommend just not to take your own, which you need, but if you can just go back and forth to some village or town and eat there something really good and go back to the trail. Yeah, so that's it. I finished and going to explore more vegan restaurants here and more beaches. I was very pleasantly surprised by this hike because, as I said, I didn't know how it will look like, what's there, what are those paths, and I was very pleasantly surprised because it was absolutely gorgeous. And I recommend to not always take, you know, those official trails, because you will miss this beauty here. And I will come back here again for the first time and probably for the last time to explore the east coast, because I made already my plan for the east coast hike, which is also like 180 kilometers long from Puerto Cristo, I think, all the way to Formentor, to explore the whole Formentor and to go by those beaches and by those cliffs. There should be way less elevation, but that's probably for the next year. My next destination is Fuerteventura, which is another Canary island. It's something what I'm used to do now every winter in December, going to one Canary island. So this one, it will be Fuerteventura. I also made my own hike because there is one official trail there which is called GR131, but I extended it and improved it and made it more again around beautiful cliffs and beaches. So I'm looking forward in 2 months to be in Fuerteventura, and many plans for the next year. The bucket list is only growing, which is good. So maybe see you on another trail or in another report from the trail.